Hi everyone, this is Basudev Panda. Hi friends, this is Basudev Panda. Welcome to Master of English. ପିଲାମାନେ ଆମେ ଡକ୍ଟର ସ୍ୱାଡ଼ର MCQ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଅଲରେଡ଼ି ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ୍ କରିସାରିଛେ। ଆଜି এই ଭିଡ଼ିଓରେ ଆମେ 3 ମାର୍କ ବିଶିଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ସମ୍ଭାବିତ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ 2022 ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ପାଇଁ +2 ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଇୟର ପିଲା chse ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଯେଉଁମାନେ ପଢ଼ୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଏହି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ଉତ୍ତର କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମ। ତ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବା ପ୍ରଥମ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହେଉଛି why did the patient visit Dr. Raman only when they were hopeless? କାହିଁକି ସେମାନେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆଶା ହରାଇ ଦେଉଥିଲେ ସେତେବେଳେ ଭିଜିଟ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯାଉଥିଲେ। ତ ଉତ୍ତର The patient used to visit Dr. Raman at the sunset of their lives. ମୃତ୍ୟୁର ଶେଷ ସମୟରେ became hopeless and helpless. A couple of reasons were solely responsible for this. The first reason was that 25 rupees is visiting fees and consultation was not within the affordable capability of the patient. ସେମାନେ capable ନଥିଲେ. The second reason was his straightforward answer without whitewashing the fact, which was rather difficult for the patient and their attendants face and stomach. ମାନେ ସେମାନଙ୍କ ମନ ବି ଖରାପ ହେଉଥିଲା ଏବଂ ପକେଟ୍ ବି ଖାଲି ହେଉଥିଲା। ଦ୍ୱିତୀୟ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟା ହେଲା what impression of Dr. Raman do you get from the passage? ଏ ପ୍ୟାସେଜରୁ ଡକ୍ଟର ରମନଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ତୁମେ କ'ଣ ଜାଣୁଛ? Dr. Raman was honest and truthful, providing perfect service to the patient, perfect service ଦଉଥିଲେ। Hoping against hope was his virtuous quality, ମାନେ ଆଶା ନଥିଲେ ବି ଆଶା ଦେଖାଉଥିଲେ। As a dedicated doctor, he was a dedicated doctor, well aware of the fact more soothing words and fake consolation cannot save the life. Soothing words ଜୀବନ ବଞ୍ଚାଇ ପାରିବ ନାହିଁ। If he ever finds any positive, ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଦେଖୁଥିଲେ କିଛି ପଜିଟିଭ ସାଇନ୍ patient survival, he makes an all-round effort, ସେ ପୁରା all-round efforts ନେଉଥିଲେ save the life of the patient। ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ Question number 3, 3 নম্বর প্রশ্নটি କ'ଣ ବୋଲେ 3 নম্বର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହେଲା How does the writer describe the friendship between Dr. Raman and Gopal? Both Dr. Raman and Gopal shared 24 carat friendship. କ'ଣ 24 carat friendship ଥିଲା since their childhood days. Though time and circumstances ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ପରିବର୍ତ୍ତନ ହେଇଥିଲା established in two different places and kept them busy for their respective profession and family life. ଦୁଇ ଜଣ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ରହୁଥିଲେ ନିଜ profession ଆଉ family life କୁ ନେଇକରି। It could not bring an end, ମାନେ ଶେଷ ହେଇନଥିଲା classic friendship. Despite the busy schedule, ଏତେ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ଥିବା ସତ୍ତ୍ୱେ Gopal was in the habit of visiting Dr. Raman's on Sunday. କେବେ ରବିବାର ଦିନ ସେ ଭେଟିବା ପାଇଁ ଆସୁଥିଲା। And waited him till he became free. ସେ ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରୁଥିଲା ଯେତେବେଳେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ସେ ଫ୍ରି ହେଉନଥିଲେ। Both of them spent together, went to the cinema, shared their private lives. ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ 4 নম্বର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ Question number 4 4 নম্বର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟି କ'ଣ ବୋଲେ 4 নম্ବର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହେଲା How did Dr. Raman come to know about Gopal's illness? କେମିତି ଜାଣିଲେ? So Dr. Raman remained busy, around the clock. ସେ ଦିନ ସାରା ବିଜି ରହୁଥିଲେ। Through Gopal, his best pal hadn't called on him for about 3 months. 3 ମାସ ହେଲା ତାଙ୍କୁ ଦେଖା କରି ନାହିଁ। It was not within his knowledge, ତାଙ୍କ ମାନେ ସେ ଜାଣିପାରି ନଥିଲେ and consciousness for his hectic schedule, କାରଣ ସେ ତାଙ୍କର schedule ଭିତରେ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ରହୁଥିଲେ। One crowded morning, he just remembered, ସେ ମନେ ପକାଇଲେ and he discovered Gopal's son, ଗୋପାଳର ପୁଅକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ on a bench and the consulting hall and inquiry. He came to know, inquiry କଲା ପରେ ସେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ପାଇଲେ his mother had sent for him, ତା ମା ତାଙ୍କୁ ପଠାଇଛନ୍ତି and father was seriously ill, bedridden. In this way, Dr. Raman came to know about Gopal's illness. 5 নম্বର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ Question number 5 5 নম্বର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହେଲା Why did not Gopal's wife call for Dr. Raman earlier? କାହିଁକି ଡକେଇଲା ନାହିଁ? As soon as Dr. Raman came to know, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ that his friend's condition was a state of danger, ବିପଦରେ ଅଛି, he wanted to know from Gopal's wife, ଜାଣିବାକୁ ଚାହିଁଲେ why she did not call for him, କାହିଁକି ସେ ଡାକିଲେ ନାହିଁ earlier. In order to reply to his question, Gopal's wife added, Gopal's wife କହିଲା that his friend refused, ତାଙ୍କ ବନ୍ଧୁ ମନା କରିଥିଲେ, not to bother him, ତାଙ୍କୁ ମାନେ ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ କରିବ ନାହିଁ, in case of a minor problem. This was the only reason for her not to call for him. ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ Question number 6 6 নম্বର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ପିଲେ 6 নম্বର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟି କ'ଣ 6 নম্ବର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ହେଲା What step did the doctor take to save his friend's death? କ'ଣ ଷ୍ଟେପ୍ ନେଲେ? So So Dr. Raman diagnosed डाक्तरी परीक्षा कले प्रॉब्लम ऑफ हिज फ्रेंड एंड रियलाइज दैट हिज फ्रेंड वाज इन क्रिटिकल कंडीशन जानिले पारे जे तांका बंधु क्रिटिकल कंडीशन अच्छी विदाउट मेकिंग एनी फर्दर डिले से डिले कले नहीं ही इनओकुलेटेड हिज फ्रेंड एंड थॉट दैट इंस्टेंट सर्जरी कौन सर्जरी करवा दरकार वाज द ओनली मीन्स केवल गोटे मात्र उपाय हिज डिस्पोजल टू सेव द लाइफ ऑफ हिज फ्रेंड फ्रॉम द डोर ऑफ डेथ मृत्यु मुखर रक्षा करने He left for the hospital, returned within minutes with an assistant and a nurse. Hospital gale এবং the assistant nurse को धरिक आसिले undertook the operation कले. Such immediate and instant life-saving steps were undertaken by the doctor to save his friends from death. प्रश्न 7 नंबर प्रश्न पिले 7 नंबर प्रश्नटा कौन 7 नंबर प्रश्न है What was Dr. Raman's reaction when his assistant said, "Sir, you'll pull through"? ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ କହିଲା ଯେ ସାର୍ ଇଏ ରିକଭର କରିଯିବ ଡକ୍ଟର ରମନଙ୍କର ରିଆକ୍ସନ୍ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା ଡକ୍ଟର ରମନ ନ୍ୟୁ ଜାଣିଥିଲେ it well in his friend's case though he was developing his pulse rate ଯଦି ବି pulse rate develop କରୁଥିଲା it was a fake so when his assistant said ଯେତେବେଳେ ତାଙ୍କ assistant କହିଲା sir he will pull through he reacted it without showing any eagerness ବିନା ଆଗ୍ରହରେ ସେ ରିଆକ୍ସନ୍ କଲେ କ'ଣ ରିଆକ୍ସନ୍ କଲେ he observed the condition of his patient. He observed the condition of his friend, minutely intimated the assistant if the pulse rate remains intact till 8. যদি 8টা পর্যন্ত টাইম দিয়ে রইলা following morning his life will be free from danger. তার জীবনটা বিপদমুক্ত হইব. He also added এবং সে কহিলে it was indeed a Herculean task and stupidity to predict anything about such a patient. ମାନେ ଏଇଟା ବହୁତ କଷ୍ଟକର ଏଭଳିଆ ପେସେଣ୍ଟର କଣ୍ଡିସନ ବିଷୟରେ ଆଗରୁ କହିବା क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 8 नंबर प्रश्न पिले 8 नंबर प्रश्नटा कौन व्हाट वाज डॉक्टर रमन्स रेस्पॉन्स व्हेन गोपाल्स वाइफ आस्क्ड अबाउट हिज कंडीशन आफ्टर द सक्सेसफुल सर्जरी गोपाल्स वाइफ ईगरली आस्क्ड आग्रह सहित पचारिला डॉक्टर रमन इफ हर हजबैंड वाज आउट ऑफ डेंजर जे तांको स्वामी विपद मुक्त की इंस्टेड ऑफ गिविंग एनी रिमार्क कोनोसी कथा कहवा परिवर्ते ही एडवाइज द डॉक्टर एडवाइज हर टू गिव गोपाल ग्लूकोज एंड ब्रांडी ग्लूकोज और ब्रांडी दवा पीछे कहले प्रत्येक 40 मिनट रे बीइंग अनेबल टू स्टोमक द सस्पेंस माने से हजम करी पारले नहीं सी वंस अगेन क्वेश्चन द डॉक्टर क्यूरियसली टू नो अबाउट द कंडीशन ऑफ हर हजबैंड तार स्वामी स्थिति विषय जानवा पे चाहिला दिस टाइम डॉक्टर बीटिंग हिज लिप्स रिप्लाइड हर नॉट टू गेट एक्साइटेड बट टू वॉच व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग 9 नंबर प्रश्न क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 9 नंबर प्रश्न कौन बोले 9 नंबर प्रश्न है व्हाई डिड गोपाल आस्क डॉक्टर रमन एम आई गोइंग व्हाट वाज ही एंग्शियस अबाउट से कौन जानवा में चाहूला व्हेन गोपाल्स वाइफ क्वेश्चन द डॉक्टर रिपीटेडली एंड वाज एंग्शियस टू नो अबाउट हर हजबैंड्स कंडीशन जेतबेले से बारंबार प्रश्न कला एवं से जानवा को चाहूला डॉक्टर रमन इंस्टेड ऑफ एलिमिनेटिंग हर डाउट तार संदेह दूर करने परिवर्ते टोल्ड हर नॉट टू गेट मच एक्साइटेड ताकू कहले एक्साइटेड हो नहीं बट टू ऑब्जर्व किंतु लक्ष्य करने कहले द सिचुएशन एवरी मिनिट प्रत्येक मिनिट तार सिचुएशन को लक्ष्य कर कहले सच कोड लैंग्वेज डाक्तर यही कथा द डॉक्टर वाज एनफ टू गोपाल्स वाइफ टू मेक आउट द सिचुएशन मेक आउट कले अंडरस्टैंड बोले एंड सी क्राइड बिटरली से तापर कांदिबा आरंभ कला दो द डॉक्टर साइलेंस्ड हर इमीडिएटली गोपाल हर्ड इट एंड अंडरस्टूड बुझी पारला दैट ही वाज ए गेस्ट इन हिज होम तो से किसी समय पाई अच्छी तार मृत्यु सन्निकट गोपाल हर्ड इट एंड अंडरस्टूड दैट ही वाज ए गेस्ट एट हिज होम फॉर ए फ्यू आवर्स मोर सो ही क्वेश्चन हिज डियर फ्रेंड हाउ लॉन्ग ही वाज गोइंग टू सर्वाइव 10 नंबर प्रश्न क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 पिला 10 नंबर प्रश्न है Was Dr. Raman upset at this question? Give your reason. Gopal's question, am I going? A question. Upset Dr. Raman beyond measure. माने बहुत तांको upset कला. This was the toughest situation that he had ever faced in life. तांका जीवन रे से प्रथम करी वाला परिस्थिति फेस करते दो डॉक्टर रमन वाज डट इन फेवर ऑफ व्हाइट वॉशिंग जदि भी से लोकन को वृथा आश्वासना दोनों थे इनफैक्ट इन हिज फ्रेंड्स केस तांका बंधुं को केस रे ही रियलाइज से अनुभव करे that the life of his classic friend solely depend upon his soothing words तांकर शब्द ऊपर निर्भर करूची he was well aware that his friend was a guest for a few hours जानी थिले जे किछि घंटा परे तांका बंधु मरि जीवो yet he could not disclose it किंतु से कहिर नाही him what he used to do throughout his life question number 11 11 नंबर प्रश्न Why did Dr. Raman decide to tell a lie? କାହିଁକି ମିଛ କହିବା ପାଇଁ ନିଷ୍ପତ୍ତି ନେଲେ? So being aware of his death, ଗୋପାଳର ମୃତ୍ୟୁ ଭାବରେ ଜାଣିଲା ପରେ ଗୋପାଳ, the bosom friend of Dr. Raman, urged him to sign the will as a witness in order to transfer his material and immaterial property to his wife's name. ସେ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲା, ସେ ଯେହେତୁ ମରିବ ବୋଲି ଜାଣିପାରିଥିଲା ଯେ ତାର ଯେଉଁ ସମ୍ପତ୍ତି ଥିଲା ସବୁ ସମ୍ପତ୍ତି ତକ ତାର ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ନାମରେ କରିଦେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲା। ଡକ୍ଟର ରମନ ନ୍ୟୁ ଜାଣିଥିଲେ if he signed the will paper, ଯଦି ସେ ସାଇନ୍ କରେ, it would virtually act as a sentence of death and destroy the last bit of hope. ଟିକେ ବି ଆଶା ଥିଲେ ସେ ଆଶା ବି ଧୂଳିସାତ ହେଇଯିବ for his friend's survival. His inner conscience, ତାଙ୍କର ବିବେକ made him realize, ତାଙ୍କୁ ମାନେ ଅନୁଭବ କରିଦେଲା, if a few words fake consolation saved the life of his chum, then he must tell the lie. Question number ସେ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନର ଅଧା, it would not be a sinful and vicious work to tell a lie. ତ ଯଦି ମାନେ ବଞ୍ଚି ଯାଉଛି ତା ଜୀବନ ତାହେଲେ ସେ ମିଛ କହିଲେ ବି କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ। Though reluctant and telling a lie was against his professional ethics, ଯଦି ବି ସେ ମାନେ ଇଚ୍ଛା ନଥିଲା ତାଙ୍କର ଏବଂ ଏଇଟା ତାଙ୍କର ଯେଉଁ କ'ଣ ବିବେକ ଥିଲା, ବିବେକର ଅଗେନ୍ଷ୍ଟ ଥିଲା, circumstance ପରିସ୍ଥିତି obliged him, ବାଧ୍ୟ କଲା to do so, ତାଙ୍କୁ ମିଛ କହିବା ପାଇଁ। Question number 12, 12 number ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ, how did Dr. Raman answer Gopal's question? ଗୋପାଳର ପ୍ରଶ୍ନର ଉତ୍ତର ଡକ୍ଟର ରମନ କିଭଳି ଦେଲେ? Dr. Raman, the best friend of Gopal, was skillful in his profession and famous for his expertise. Here, Dr. Raman never wanted to bring an end to the life of his friend Gopal. After struggling hard, बहुत ये कला परे with his inner conscience, तांकर विवेक, he realized, से अनुभव कले, that condoling a friend through fake remarks, सांत्वना देवा, is 100% superior not telling a lie. So he convinced him, saying that there was no need to sign the will. ତ ସେ ନିଷ୍ପତ୍ତି ନେଲେ ମିଛ କହିବା ପାଇଁ ଏବଂ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସାନ୍ତ୍ୱନା ଦେଲେ କ'ଣ, that there is no need to sign the will for his heartbeat was looking off, ଏଟା ଭଲ ଚାଲିଛି, and he would survive, ଏବଂ ସେ survive କରିବ। Such words of consolation eventually କ'ଣ ହେଲା, acted like panacea in saving the life ଅମୃତ, the life of a hopeless patient who was on the verge of death. 13 নম্বর প্রশ্ন, question number 13, 13 নম্বর প্রশ্ন କ'ଣ ବୋଲେ 13 নম্বর ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟି ହେଲା, did Dr. Raman believe that his patient would recover that night? ସେ ଭାବୁଥିଲେ କି ଯେ ରିକଭର କରିଯିବ? Why do you think so? Dr. Raman never believed that his friend Gopal would come round, though the surgical operation was quite successful. ସର୍ଜରୀଟା ସକ୍ସେସ୍ ହେଲା ପରେ ବି ସେ ଭାବୁନଥିଲେ ଯେ ତାଙ୍କ ବନ୍ଧୁ ବଞ୍ଚିଯିବ ବୋଲିକରି। Even he instructed his assistant, giving him a tube of poison to apply it if the patient's condition did not improve satisfactorily and it created unbearable pain in him. ଯଦି ମୃତ୍ୟୁ ବେଳକୁ ତାକୁ ବେଶୀ ଯନ୍ତ୍ରଣା ହୁଏ ତାକୁ ବିଷ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ ସେ କହିଥିଲେ। ମୋରଓଭର ମୋଟାମୋଟି ଭାବେ he did not intimate Gopal's wife, ଗୋପାଳର ୱାଇଫ୍କୁ ସେ କହିନଥିଲେ about possibility of Gopal's survival. Rather he told her to wait, observe what happening every next moment. ପିଲେ ଶେଷ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ, question number 14, ଶେଷ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ କ'ଣ? ଶେଷ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନଟି ହେଲା, don't look so unhappy lady, why did Dr. Raman say so? କାହିଁକି ଏଭଳି କହିଲେ? As instructed by Dr. Raman, the assistant went on observing the conditions of Gopal throughout the night. ରାତି ସାରା ତାଙ୍କର ଆସିଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ରହିଲା। By virtue ଭଗବାନଙ୍କ ଦୟା of good luck, his pulse rate improved and he was all right by the time Dr. Raman arrived 10 the next morning. ଆର ଦିନ ସକାଳେ 10ଟା ବେଳେ ଆସିଲା ବେଳକୁ ଗୋପାଳର କଣ୍ଡିସନ୍ ଭଲ ଥିଲା। No sooner did he realize that his friend's life was out of danger than he consoled Gopal's wife not to look so happy. ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଜାଣିବାକୁ ପାଇଲେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ କହିଲେ ଯେ ଆଉ ଦୁଃଖ କର ନାହିଁ, ଗୋପାଳ ଭଲ ଅଛି। He also reassured, ସେ ଆଶ୍ୱସ୍ତ କଲେ ତାଙ୍କୁ, or that her husband would survive up to 90, ଯେ ତାଙ୍କ ସ୍ୱାମୀ 90 ବର୍ଷ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ବଞ୍ଚିବ। ସୋ ଏଇ ଥିଲା ଡକ୍ଟର ସ୍ୱାଟର ସମସ୍ତ ପ୍ରବେବଲ୍ ଲଙ୍ଗ୍ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ 2022 ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ପାଇଁ। ଆଶା କରୁଛି ଭିଡ଼ିଓଟା ତୁମ ପାଇଁ ଭଲ ହେଇଥିବ। ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ। ଷ୍ଟେ ଟ୍ୟୁନ୍ ମାଷ୍ଟର ଇଂଲିଶ।